Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I last checked in with you guys properly, but we have literally just been going back and forth from the house to kind of move everything over to my parents, and I just really quickly wanted to sit down and answer a few questions that I've either already had or I feel like I might get. So obviously we are totally aware that with everything going on at the moment, you're not meant to be like visiting households. We literally have no choice, like we have to move in with them. So it has meant that unfortunately we are having to kind of merge households as such, but we are literally going between their house and our house and nowhere else in between, so we're not putting anybody else at risk. Yeah, unfortunately it has been our last resort, but it's not like an issue at all. So I just wanted to clear that up really quickly in case anybody got confused as to why we're kind of like suddenly moving in with them. It's literally our only choice. And also in regards to the actual moving process, it is a necessity. Like I say, our estate agents for this place, which as you can tell is literally empty now, they are moving as normal. So they have people moving into here and we literally have to be out, like by a contract legally we have to be out of here. So we had to move in with my parents because, as you guys know, the house is not yet ready for us to move into, the one that we have bought. We still don't know how long that's going to be. It could be anywhere between a week or a month or a couple of months. It just really depends how quick everything can get pushed through. But obviously there are so many factors right now which are affecting the move, and I've had so many of you guys messaging me saying that you're kind of in the same boat. And I know some people have managed to move, some have faced a load of difficulties with them. I know one of you messaged me and said that the seller pulled out after 9 weeks, which is literally so heartbreaking. Like, I just can't imagine that happening, and I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that we can push ours over the line and that'll be it. We'll be done. We can move our stuff into the house, and then Brad and I will be back to just living us two again. So yeah, right now it is Monday. It's the start of a new week. We have just come back to the house to finish up the last bit. So I'm going to give you an update of the upstairs because we have completely like cleared the upstairs. We've cleaned it, we've painted all the walls and everything. We just kind of went over a load of scuffs that were on the walls, which obviously we needed to go over. So yeah, upstairs is completely done. It's completely clear. I'm so glad that that is the case because it means that we can just tackle the downstairs and that's it. So we have a couple of days until we need to literally give the keys back and we can't come back in here. So we obviously want to make it as spotless as we can so we can get our deposit back. But like I said, I will show you guys around up here, and then I need to go back downstairs to help pack some more boxes, and then we need to clean the whole of downstairs. I also had loads of comments on my last moving vlog saying that you guys are going to miss the kitchen. Trust me, so am I, but I also can't wait to like show you guys the new house and show you what we're going to do to that place because I feel like it's going to be that little bit better. So yeah, I am really excited. Just trying to keep positive, as I'm sure you guys can imagine, because there's not a lot we can do really. If you do have any further questions then please feel free to leave them down in the comments or DM me on Instagram or something and I'll get back to you. Of course, throughout these moving vlogs I am going to keep you guys updated with like the house process and stuff and when we could potentially be moving in, but as of today we still don't really have any idea. I think we're going to have an update by the end of today, so yeah, fingers crossed I have some good news, but right now it's still a bit all up in the air, which is fine. But anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to show you guys around up here and then we'll head back downstairs. So the room that I'm currently in used to be my filming room and this is now completely empty. If you've seen the empty house tour from when we first moved in here, you'll probably recognize all these rooms anyway and what they used to look like. But like I say, we have literally just kind of like patched over all of the marks on the wall, so it looks brand new in here, and I think we've actually done quite a good job, so I'm hoping they don't pick up on anything. And I'm not gonna lie, the only thing that I won't miss about this place is the fact that right here is a construction site, so literally every single day until about 4 o'clock all you could hear was like reversing vans and construction going on, so that did make it quite difficult to film. But yeah, I'm gonna miss this little space. We obviously had these built-in wardrobes as well, which were great, and of course they are completely empty. It has made me want to do something like this in the new house. You guys will see in the vlogs, but in our master bedroom we do have a kind of like walk-in wardrobe. It's like a corridor through to the ensuite, which like I say, you'll be able to understand so much better when I actually show you it. But there are like wardrobes either side, so we have so much space, and I just feel like I want to kind of include some shelving like this in those wardrobes. So yeah, that's given me some inspiration for the new place. Going out of here, we then have the airing cupboard, which of course is all completely empty as well. We just had all of our towels and fresh bedding and stuff in there. And then in here we have what used to be the study, so this is where our 2 desks were, and of course it's been emptied out and again completely cleaned and painted. That is what this is now looking like. And then of course, if you guys remember, this is our master bedroom at the end, so nothing in here either, which is really sad. I love this room. It was quite small as a master bedroom though. We did have a king size bed and it just barely fit in this space. You can probably see the markings on the floor actually, so if you haven't seen any of my other videos you may not have recognized this room, but yeah, there was not a lot of space either side of our bed. I've also just realized that there's a charger in the wall. Can't forget that. And then in here we also had some built-in wardrobes, and again lots of nice storage in there, which I really like this concept as well, with the kind of shelving unit. That was the master bedroom, and then we had an ensuite off the side. Brad spent honestly about an hour cleaning this yesterday, so it's all looking nice and brand new, which is obviously how we need it to look. And then that is kind of it for upstairs. Oh, we have this bathroom as well. This again obviously has been cleaned too. So yeah, that is more or less it for the upstairs area. I will give you a little update downstairs, but prepare yourselves because it is such a mess. This is today's job, which honestly right now is giving me a bit of a headache, but it's fine. This is literally all we've got left to do. So at least all of upstairs is completely done and we can just focus on this. We've got all of our plants over there, which I actually kind of like how this looks. I think in the new house I want to have like something like this going on in the corner of the lounge, obviously a little bit more organised than that and not featuring some really quite dead plants. But yeah, I quite like how a load of plants look bunched together like that. So this is the current state of the lounge. Obviously all the furniture is gone, but we need to just clear all this, box it up, take it over to Mum and Dad's for storage, and then clean this room. And then the kitchen is the worst part. This is kind of what's going on. So again, we need to box up a load of things, and I think most of the cupboards are clear now. We just need to kind of put away like the plates and stuff, but I cleared all the glasses and everything yesterday. There was also a load of food that we had left over, so we've cleared the fridge and taken that all over to Mum and Dad so we don't waste anything. I also put the dishwasher on yesterday, so there should be a load of clean stuff in there which we can just put straight in boxes, but yeah, there's a lot to do. So I feel like I'm just going to put you guys on a few time lapses and get straight on with sorting this out.
Come find me in the night. We both know when it's right. Babe, I can ease your mind, but I want it my way. Come meet me in the crowd. Everything is allowed. Your mind is running wild, but we'll do it my way. Love is a feeling, and you can quench this fire. No. So give me when I want it, baby, 'cause I got what you need. Just give it to me, oh give it to me now. Just give it to me, oh give it to me now. Just give it to me, oh give it to me now.
You're just gonna have to excuse the absolute state of me, but we're about to leave the house, so I thought I would quickly show you guys what we've done in the couple of hours that we've been here. It still looks like an absolute mess, and I'm not gonna lie, it still is. But that is the joys of moving. It does take time and it is a massive process. So we have packed up a lot of the kitchen, but there is obviously still a load of stuff lying around. So I've kind of organised this area. As you guys would have seen earlier, there was literally so much stuff you couldn't even see the floor. So that is all just packaging that we can use for the next boxes when we come back tomorrow, and some random golf clubs, don't really know why. But this is then just some empty boxes that again we can use for packaging. And these couple of bits just didn't fit in the car, so we have some more stuff to take back tomorrow. And then the kitchen, we have one clear side, which kind of makes me happy because that looks like progress, but there's obviously still kind of pots and pans and stuff everywhere, so we do need to take them back tomorrow. But the fridge is all done. That has now been cleaned. I know I showed you earlier because we obviously emptied it yesterday, but that is all now completely cleaned and switched off. And then all the cupboards are bare and they have all been cleaned as well. So yeah, these are the kind of last few bits to go. We're going to bring some massive boxes back from Mum and Dad's to fit all of this stuff in to be able to take it back there tomorrow. But the lounge, I'm not going to lie, we haven't really touched. There is still a load of stuff in here, of course, but this is literally the last thing that we need to do tomorrow before we give the keys back to the estate agent. So we just need to put all this in the car, give the whole of the downstairs a good clean, and then we are done, which is kind of sad, but I am also quite happy about it because it means that we are one step closer to moving into our new house. But like I said, I will keep you guys updated. We are now going to head back to Mum and Dad's and sort all of our stuff out that end, and then I think I'm just going to pick you guys up tomorrow, to be honest, because that is the next time we're going to be doing anything to do with moving. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying these vlogs so far, and I will speak to you tomorrow. So it's now the next day since I last spoke to you guys in this vlog. As you can probably tell, we are back at the rental house. We are literally here to just finish everything off, finish the downstairs, because obviously, as I've shown you guys, we have now cleared everything from upstairs and it's all completely clean, ready for the inspection. So I can't remember what I did say earlier on in this vlog in regards to like when we give our keys back, but it's actually today. So we can't physically see the estate agents, obviously. So we have 3 sets, 2 of which are obviously ours that we're just going to leave in the property, and then we have like a key safe outside, so we're just going to leave the keys in there. And yeah, that'll be it. That'll be us done with our rental here, and we'll finally be out, which I'm kind of sad about, to be honest. I feel like we didn't fully get to enjoy this place because we've only been here for 6 months. I did really enjoy this house. Like, I love living here, and it's obviously just gone so quickly, but of course we are moving for a really good reason. I'm really hoping that we get an update today in regards to the house, so if we do, I will of course update you guys later on in this vlog. But yeah, as of right now, I'm going to head downstairs and continue sorting out the kitchen and the lounge. We also still have our Christmas tree. I mean, it's literally been about 4 or 5 months since Christmas, but we still have it in the carport that we have, so we need to somehow get rid of that. So yeah, that is another task on today's list. But like I said, I'll keep you posted with updates on the new house, and also I will bring you guys downstairs with me right now to put you on some time lapses and you can see what we get up to.
Just give it to me, give it to me, oh give it to me now. Slow dancing in the night, yeah. I wake you up inside. I want you close and tight. Yeah, I want it my way. Love is a feeling, and you can quench this fire, no, no. So give me when I want it, baby, 'cause I got what you need. Oh, just give it to me, give it to me, oh give it to me now. Just give it to me, give it to me, oh give it to me now. Just give it to me, give it to me, oh give it to me now. Just give it to me, give it to me, oh give it to me now. Just give it to me, oh give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, What have I done? What have I done? I'm not the one, I'm not the one. Can feel my feet on solid ground. Can't lose you, babe. What have I done? What have I done? Need you around, need you around. I did you wrong, I did it wrong. It's a mistake. How do I put things right again? Just tell me what to do, 'cause I'll do anything. I don't know how we ended up like this, just broken dreams. I wanna feel again. I don't know how we ended up like this, how sad it seems. Now can we try again? I won't leave you.
Honestly, I am feeling a lot more emotional about this than I thought. I just felt like we hadn't been here long enough for it to really hit me. But I feel like moving out of anywhere is like a little chapter closing, and I know that means another one is to open soon, but I feel like just with all of the stress with moving and what's going on anyway, it has definitely dampened the spirit of it. I will be honest with you guys, but you know me, I always think positive. I always think I could be in so much more of a worse position, so there's no point in me sitting and feeling down about it when actually it's something to really look forward to. So yeah, I am excited. I am really sad to leave this house. I just feel like we would have really enjoyed like a few years here. It's such a lovely place. I will show you downstairs, but there are still a couple of bits to do, so I'm just gonna go and help Brad finish off, and then I'll show you that, and I feel like I will probably round this video off after that. And then fingers crossed the next one is a positive update in terms of moving into our new house, but we will see.
So tell me, can we try again? My heart almost stopped. Can we try
are completely done. The house is completely empty now, as you can probably tell by the echo. Also, apologies for my appearance. I'm beyond the point of caring. I'm a sweaty mess. We've been here for, I think, around 7 or 8 hours now. So yeah, pretty done with it. But like I said earlier, I am really sad to see this place go. Like I also said, I know we haven't been here for long, but this place like instantly felt like home. And I feel like when you get that feeling with houses and wherever you live, it's a lot harder to like close the door for the final time. So yeah, that is what I'm about to do, however. So I thought I'd just quickly show you the kitchen and the lounge, and then that's it. I'm gonna leave this place and we are not coming back here. We are obviously moving on to our own place, which of course I'm so excited about. But this is the kitchen area that so many of us love, and so many of you guys commented saying that you're gonna miss it. Trust me guys, so am I. But I'm actually really excited to show you what we're gonna do with the new place's kitchen, because I feel like it's gonna be a little bit better than this. Okay, a lot better, but I do really love this one nevertheless. I love how kind of modern it is, and I also like all of these little LED lights going on. But yeah, there were many cook with me's, many clean with me's filmed in this little kitchen, and I'm sad, I'm gonna miss it. I do really like it. But of course, at the other side of the kitchen, we have the kind of like seating area. If you've been here for a little while, you'll know that we literally didn't get a table until like 3 months ago. So there was almost no point in us doing that, but that obviously used to sit there. And we had a little like armchair in the corner. That's obviously where you go upstairs. And then finally, the lounge, which is looking so bare. If you guys remember, we had the kind of sofa set up over there, and yeah, this was the lounge area. We definitely didn't make use of the garden enough. I feel like in the summer that we were here, it was all a little bit short-lived because we literally moved in August of last year. So yeah, sadly we didn't get to make the use out of the cute little garden as much as I would have loved to. But this is now the huge empty space that we're dealing with. So I'm going to close the doors one last time. We're then going to lock the door, put the keys in the safe, and that is us done. And also, like I have mentioned earlier on in the vlog, I do want to wrap this video up here, and I want to wrap it up by saying thank you so much for actually just following me on the journey into this house in the first place. Because when we first moved here and I did the moving vlogs for this house, that is when my channel suddenly just started to like gain traction. A load of people had found my channel, which was so mind-blowing to me. And I do feel like this little move is what has kind of got me to where I am, and how a lot of you guys have founded my channel in the first place. So if you did find my channel through the first moving vlogs, please let me know down in the comments, because I'm actually really interested. But that being said, I am going to wrap today's video up here because I feel like it's quite long already, and I want the next one to be like a big update. So just to kind of recap again, right now we are going to be living with my parents for the foreseeable future. The situation with the house is a load of questions still need answering, and those questions are kind of like to do with the land ownership and everything like that. So we're not really thinking that it's going to be a quick fix or a quick process. So of course I will keep you guys updated. If you do want like regular updates, then definitely follow me on Instagram, because I feel like that's where I'm going to be speaking to you guys the most about it, and especially like little daily updates here and there. So yeah, for the foreseeable, we're going to be at my mum and dad's house. There will be loads more videos coming. Obviously the moving vlogs will just resume when we are actually in the moving process again, which isn't going to be for a little while. But I do hope you guys are enjoying the vlog so far anyway. Make sure you do hit subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any further updates. But that being said guys, I'm going to leave this house, hand our keys back in, and update you guys when we've made a little bit of progress. Thank you so much for watching this video as always, and I will speak to you all very soon in my next one. Bye guys.